Out where the red oak stands, guarding the dusty plains, there's an old house that lingers beneath the skies of gray. Creaking on its porch, it holds secrets of the breeze, where we once watched the sunset, you, the mountains, and me. Oh, the wind still whispers your name through the door. Old house moans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past this broken trail. Your scarf still hangs on the hook, faded, worn, and frail. That old saddle rests untouched where you left it last, by the empty cabin in the shadows that you cast. Oh, the wind still whispers your name through the door. Old house groans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Underneath the starlit cloak I roam these lands alone. Echoes of our laughter in the twilight softly moan. I've wandered far, yet here's where my weary heart stays, in the quiet whispers of those golden bygone days. Yes, the wind still whispers your name, a haunting, tender sore. Old house stands neath the sky, bearing the love we bore. Every sunrise and set paints your face in the divine, lost in the forever where you're eternally mine. Oh, this old house lingers like the heart I can't restore.
On a tired oak porch where the sad moonlight weaves through the cracks of the boards like stains in my sleeves, there's a whisper of you in the sigh of the trees, and the scarf you left sways like a prayer in the breeze. Old cabin holds echoes of our laughter's lease, now just shadows that flicker with each cold increase. Oh, the porch waits like my heart in the dimming light for the steps that once danced in the dust of twilight. Each creak is a call through the silence of night. Porch waits, and I'm lost in the drift of your sight. The gravel road's quieter since you took your leave, and the rain smells of memories that I can't conceive. Where wildflowers grew now lies a blanket of sheaves, and the saddle rides lower as my spirit bereaves. Every sunset bleeds colors you wouldn't believe, but they fade into gray as I sit here and grieve. Oh, the porch waits, like my heart in the waning glow, for a whisper of footsteps from the life I know. Every sunset's a memory, a tender low echo. Porch waits, and my heart can't seem to let go. Is it the wind or your voice, calling soft and slow, in the whisper of leaves, in the winter's first snow? I find traces of you in the embers' faint glow. With each star's gentle twinkle, my memories flow. Oh, the porch waits, like my heart where the shadows play, in the silence left behind at the close of day. Each creek speaks your name in a longing fray. Porch waits, and I'm fading in the same old way. So here I'll stay, a silhouette neath the sky so vast. The porch waits, and I'm tethered to the echoes past. In the dance of the dust, where our love was cast, I'll wait till the stars and the heavens have passed.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring, beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay. Your barefoot steps in the dust, now fading away, where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those bare footsteps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenade. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away. Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty, where once love filled each room, now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well, before it all decayed. Those bare footsteps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. Every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those bare footsteps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn, through the tears and the pain. I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your bare footsteps fade, but in my heart they forever rest.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rye hides, I first saw her silhouette against the amber tides. Her laughter mixed with wind, playing through the scars, dancing along the gravel paths where our love was carved. Oh, the rye hides secrets in its whispering sway, memories like dust kicked up and blown away. With every sunset's glow, I feel her near. Yet as night descends, so does my deepest fear. Years have worn the saddles and the porchwood sighs, echoes of her footsteps under stormy skies. The cabin stands empty, the trail's overgrown, where once we roamed freely, now I walk alone. Oh, the ride secrets in its whisper and sway, memories like dust kicked up and blown away. With every sunset's glow, I feel her near. Yet as night descends, so does my deepest fear. Beneath the endless heavens, I cast my weary soul, searching in the starlight for what once made me whole. The heart's a lonesome traveler through time's relentless grind, holding on to images that I'll never find. Yes, the rye still hides her whispers in the breeze, and I'm clinging to the whispers like the oak to its leaves. In the twilight's mercy, I may never understand if it's in my fate to hold her, or just her memory in the land. In the shadow of the oak, where the soft whisper spoke, I first saw her silhouette in the fading light. Beneath the broad brim hat, her eyes like twilight sat. On the porch of Agewood, we shared dreams of flight. Her laugh breezed through chimes in those golden times, where the dust danced with the wind in a lover's sigh. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air, riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own. The
as if to disappear. Years rode by on storms, through the cold and warmth. Old cabin creaks alone like my weary bones. That gravel road untraced, by time itself erased. Her scarf faded blue, all that's left to own. From the saddle of my past to the horizon's vast, echoes of hoofbeats, now just a heart turned to stone. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air. Riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own. The sun dipping low as if to disappear. Underneath the stars glow, where the quiet rivers flow, I reckon hearts like ours were born to roam. But every setting sun, like a bullet from a gun, reminds me of the love that I once called home. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, where whispers in the wind still softly roar. By the empty roads I tread, under skies fiery red, I hold to the sunset forevermore. Yes, I hold to the sunset forevermore. In the shadow of the oak where the prairie winds blow, I found your scarf blue as the twilight glowed. We danced where the dandelions lost their seeds, whispering dreams like the rustling of the reeds. Those fields, they kissed the sky so wide, where you and I had nothing to hide. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my heart, with every whispering wind feels like we're never apart. But the seasons turned, as did your touch, in the dandelion fields where I lost so much. Now the cabin's empty where laughter once rang, just the creak of old porches and doors that bang. The gravel roads where the marks of our past, and the trails we walked now fading fast, where we found love under the vast frontier. Only echoes remain, bringing the past too near. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my soul, a memory etched in every gust it rolls. You left with the fall, with the last dandelion seed, in the fields of gold where my heart still bleeds. Saddle worn and dusty like the paths I roam, every sunset leads me farther but never home. These lands vast and skies too wide can't hold the whispers of you that I confide. Oh, how the dandelion field quiet town under the soft, forgiving rain. I'm a shadow in the sunset, forever riding alone through fields of memories, forever my own. Oh, the heartbreak is fresh as the morning dew. In the dandelion fields I'll always look for you.
In the shadow of an oak where the creek used to flow, I found an old scarf, faded blue like her eyes. Under that whispering sky, our love was a flame. On the porch of that cabin where I whispered her name. Oh, fading light tied down to the ghosts of these grounds. Her laughter haunts the prairie winds in a twilight that never ends. My heart rides lonesome trails of tears, fading light tied down through the years. That old saddle's worn like the lines by my eyes. Gravel roads, empty cabins where our dreams used to lie. Rain on the tin roof, a rhythm lost in time. She's a memory, a melody in a worn out rhyme. Oh, faded light tied down to the echoes of this town. Her whisper in the midnight rain, a love I'll never claim again. My soul wanders, a shadow in the dust, fading light tied down to a husk. On a hill the cross is cast, shadows long and lean. Beneath each one a story, a love that might have been. And I ponder under stars that we once knew, if heaven holds a place for the loves we lose. Oh, fading light tied down where my heart forever is bound. She's a sunset slipping from the sky, a whisper of goodbye in the quiet where old ghosts have played. In the fading light I'll stay tied down, unswayed. Out where the wild oak whispers to the wind, I found old locket, rusted thin, inside a curl of golden hair. Haunted eyes, a sunlit stare, that lock of hair like prairie wheat. Underneath the oak our secret meet. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Beneath these endless aching skies, every sunset her whisper replies. Heart worn, torn by wind rusty locket, we're still together. Years roll like thunder across these plains, footprints faded by summer rains. Used to ride by her daddy's farm, now there's nothing but an old empty barn. The porch where we danced is worn but stands. I still feel the touch of her vanished hands. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Across these wildlands, her dust and dew, lone trails I follow, thinking of you. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather. Rusty locket, we're still together. Sometimes the night's so quiet it's profound, gravel roads whispering without a sound beneath the stars. I reckon what's lost, echoes of laughter, the unbearable cost. In every shadow, in each line I roam, I find pieces of you calling me home. Oh, rusty locket, cradle her dreams in the folds of your metal. Our love still gleams, but the trails grow longer, as do the years. Memories fade, not the tears. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather. Rusty locket, bind us forever. In the silence of the dusk, with the last light I see, rusty locket, part of you will always be with me.
In the shade of an old oak tree where the wildflowers used to grow, I found a scrap of her faded scarf caught on the rough and knowing bark. Under skies too vast, too blue, I hear her laughter in the breeze, haunting the empty cabins, whispering through the sycamore leaves. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails. Where we walk beneath the twilight now, I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies, but her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. This old porch we used to know, it's wood, now gray and worn like me. Echoes with the songs we sang, now just ghosts in the evening air. Time has swept her touch away, like rain clears the dusty plains. And I'm left with these empty hands, grasping memories that remain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails. Where we walk beneath the twilight now, I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies, but her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. I dreamt I rode through storms of sand to find where our old lies, but woke upon the gravel roads with nothing but the starlit skies. And though this heart keeps looking back, her path is one I can't retrace. All that's left is the echo of her joy and the bittersweet refrain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we once found forever in the glance of a setting sun. Now the darkness folds around me like the closing of a door, and her laughter, once my compass, leaves me yearning evermore. Her laugh lingers. Her laugh lingers as I ride these lands alone.
Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, you wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak, our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, promised us storms we'd weather together. But the storm said nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past. This old porch knows shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls. Now just echoes, boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, a monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn, under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Beneath the cool, moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my say. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind and the rain knows my name. Sunset still bleeding, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays.
By the creek where we met, I found your old boots, unfaded, soaked and set. Whispers of dust on the leather worn thin, each crack a story, each stain a sin. We walk wild lands under skies so vast, in a quiet town where our love was cast. Oh, boots burns, you're the echo of her steps in the rain, the soft sigh of the wind, calling her name. Every sunset bleeds like the heartache I've earned. With each mile I roam to the days of Boots Burns. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's just ash and smoke. Where once we lay, now it's just shadows that I coax. The gravel roads whisper with the tales of your scarf, drifting away like a melody on a lone guitar. The porch still creaks, missing the weight of your gaze as I search the horizon, lost in a dusty haze. Oh, Boots burns, you're the echo of her steps in the rain, the soft sigh of the wind, calling her name. Every sunset bleeds like the heartache I've earned. With each mile I roam back to the days of Boots Burns. Under the infinite prairie sky, I confess, in the rustle of the leaves I hear your dress. I'm a ghost in these boots, wandering worn, chasing shadows from a love long torn. Every sunset a reminder of the love I spurned. In the dust I'll keep walking through the days of Boots Burns. Yes, in the dust I'll keep walking, haunted by Boots Burns. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, I first saw her sail away against the sun's dying embers. That old wooden porch creaked beneath her bare feet as the wind played with the scarf that danced around her slender neck. Ghost cries on the prairie whisper through the sage, haunting this old heart as I ride through another age. Every mile I travel, every storm I brave, her love's a shadow fading in the twilight of an empty grave. Years have turned the leaves from green to dust. The cabin stands alone, boards warped by wind's harsh trust, where laughter once filled the cooling summer air. Now only silence answers the creak of that old rocking chair. Ghost cries on the prairie, echo across the plains. Her voice drifts over fields that once bloomed with golden grains. Every star that flickers, reflecting in my tear, is a memory of a love lost whispering on the frontier. Underneath the vast expanse of endless indigo, I reckon every step I take is one more I let her go. But her sin in the rain, her touch in the wind's embrace, tells me that this cowboy's heart will forever be her place. Ghost cries on the prairie, sing a lonesome tune, like the howl of the night wolves under a waning crescent moon. Yet in every setting sun, down every gravel trail, her essence rides beside me, eternal as an old folk's tale. Her love's a story etched upon the dust I write, a tale of a ghost who's never truly left my side.
Underneath the oak where whispers cling to shadows, your laughter once danced upon the breeze. We carved our dreams in the bark so shallow, now they're fading like the leaves. The porch still creaks where you swayed in your silk scarf flowing, each plank a tone of tales untold. In the cool of evening's glow, when the stars start showing, I feel your ghost, but it's the night that holds. Starry night haunts over old gravel roads, where my heart rides on but alone. Echoes of hoofbeats where our sunset once roamed. Starry night haunts where you're gone. That old cabin by the creek, now silent, forsaken, windows stare blank like eyes that lost their gleam. The dusty paths we trod are overgrown, overtaken by the thorns of roses we planted in dreams. Here where rain once sang on tin roofs like a promise, now whisper secrets in a lonesome mournful tone. Time swept you away, left me with a compass, points to everywhere but none of it feels home. Starry night haunts over old gravel roads, where my heart rides on but alone. Echoes
shadow of Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset spills its gold and the old story spoke. I found her scarf, a faded red, tangled in the breeze, every thread a memory dancing with the leaves. Oh, Lonesome Hill whispers, low and sweet, of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Now she's a ghost in the wind, a whisper in the rain. Her echo rides the valley on a train I can't detain. Years rolled like thunder through towns quiet and cold. Our cabin's just embers, the porch worn and old. Gone the laughter that filled up the dusty gravel road. Now it's just my lone shadow and her memories I hold. Oh, Lonesome Hill whispers, low and sweet, of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Her touch of fading sunlight on the saddle worn and gray. I'm a silhouette at sunset with too much gone away. There's solace in the saddle under stars that still roam, but every trail just circles back to her, my heart's home. Guess every lonesome cowboy with his song and his sin finds the stirrup too empty where her laughter had been. So Lonesome Hill whispers, and I whisper back, words lost on the wind, down a long forgotten track. And maybe love's just a shadow, an echo fading slow. A heart holds its secrets where only wild winds go. Out where the oak trees shadowed muddy trails, I found a scarf she left, tattered and pale, near an empty cabin with its porch swung low. The sunset caught her smile long, long ago. Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps, memories like rain through my fingers perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song, but the echoes are the proof that she's gone. Old gravel roads where we used to ride, now just dust and the secrets they hide. The saddle sits empty, the bridle's gone stiff, lost in a world that shifted adrift
Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps. Memories like rain through my fingers, perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song, but the echoes are the proof that she's gone. Under the vast, forgiving sky, I roam alone. Every star, a whisper of the love I've known. Oak's roots run deep where fond memories lie, in the land that holds the why of her goodbye. Shattered glass tied down, hearts bound in the fray, each piece a chapter of the dance we'd sway. Still the wind sings low through empty town streets, where my heart lies buried, where our old past meet. In the quiet of the night, under fading trail stars, I understand now, we are always ours. Shattered glass not lost, but just out of view. In the dust-kicked sunset, I still reach for you. In the valley where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark beneath the sky's wide frame, we dance through dandelions, golden bright, your laughter mingling the breeze of May twilight. That old scarf you wore still smells of sweet despair, left behind on our porch, swaying in the open air. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart, each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear, lonely echoes of you always disappear. Now the cabin stands but hollow, filled with dust, gravel roads where the tracks of our lost trust. Saddles lay untouched, the horses roam astray, like my soul wanders through each forgetful day. The rains came washing your footprints off the trail, leaving muddy tears and a love grown frail. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart, each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear, lonely echoes of you always disappear. Sunsets bleed like the ink on your last letter, promises of forever torn and tattered. I'm a silhouette against the fading light,
trying to find what's wrong, what's right. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. I gather seeds, try to restart, but the wind, it carries them so far from me. In the dandelion field where I let you be. Oh, in the dandelion field we're forever apart, yet forever you bloom wild in my heart.
Underneath the twisted oaks, by the bend where the creek fades, I found your scarf, a whisper light caught on a bramble's jagged blade. The sun was a low, mournful red, painting sorrows in shades so deep. In that silent glade where once we laid, now just shadows that weep. As the creek fades to do those days, caught in the currents of old, the laughter we shared now echoes bare 'neath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn with your memory my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. The cabin's empty, the porch swings long, the gravel road along untrod. Your laughter's gone with the fading dawn, the fields now quietly sigh. Where once rang our steps through corridors of green, now only the call of a distant owl in the night serene. As the creek fades to do those days, caught in the currents of old, the laughter we shared now echoes bare 'neath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn with your memory my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. Oh, the saddle sits dusty, the reins hang loose, the echoes of our past tight as the news. But in my dreams I ride the trails where you ride beside, through storm, through wind, where the creek fades on that endless ride. As the creek fades like the last light of day, my heart knows no reprieve. Your song sung once in a world gone hush 'neath the stars that gently grieve. So I'll wander on, a shadow at dawn, 'neath skies vast and wide, forever by the bend where the creek ends, where our love will always reside. In the silence, the creek whispers tales as the oak leaves gently wave. A cowboy sings into the wind, his heart the land will sing.
In the town where the oak trees cover old forgotten trails, she danced under starlight, her scarf caught the gales. Her laughter filled the alley,
by the boarded up saloon where we carved our names under the harvest moon. But her eyes hides a river where my poor heart is drowned. In the depths of her gaze, such secrets I found, like whispers in the wind through the crumbling eaves. Her eyes holds a sunset my soul never leaves. Now the porch swings empty where we used to sit. The dust covers the saddle where together we'd fit. An old cabin by the river stands quiet, stands alone, like the bed we once shared, now just dust and bone. Her eyes hides a river where my poor heart is drowned. In the depths of her gaze, such secrets I found, like whispers in the wind through the crumbling eaves. Her eyes holds the sunset my soul never leaves. On the gravel road at dawn, where the mist seems to weep, I wander with the shadows where our memories sleep. The willows still remember, and the cold rain agrees. In every drop that falls, her reflection I see. Her eyes hides a river, now I'm drifting away, with each town behind me, more lost every day, till the trail ends at nowhere beneath the silver moon's heaves. In the heart of the night, her eyes I can't leave. Her eyes hides a river, and I'm still drowning deep. Her love was a promise the world couldn't keep. Now every dusty sunset, every star I've seen believes her eyes will hold my forever, though her hand I can't retrieve. Where the oak trees shadow the dust-laden trail, I met her wild heart in a soft-spoken tale. Under the canvas of a twilight so lush, by the bend where the river sings hushed. Oh, Canyon died young in the arms of the dawn. Her whispers still dance in the breeze that's now gone. These old boots tread paths where our laughter once lay. In the echoes of sunset, I'm losing my way. We carved our names on the side of an old wooden porch, watched seasons turn while holding a torch. But the winter came harsh, stole the warmth from her hands, left me wandering alone through these lands. Yes, Canyon died young as the night stole the morn. Her scarf caught the wind, now tattered and worn. These old boots tread paths through the silence they stray. In the shadows of moonlight, I'm fading away. And there by the hearth of an empty log cabin, I ponder the fire, how it glows much like passion. A heart can't spark flames, yet in ashes truths lie, like the dust of the trail when it's dry.
canyon died young, with the stars as her crown. In the quiet of the night, I lay my heart down. These old boots stop at the edge of our dreams, where the river runs silent and the past softly gleams. Oh, canyon, my love, in the breeze, hear my cry. In the land that we loved, must have good then.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fiery sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night, I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds, nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes, a cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught, in timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far.